on the street with a house in which she stayed. Miss Diaries put her name on every page.
Hi loves, sanibonani, igama lami nguThembelihle wakwaBhengu. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for your continuous support. Right, so please do not forget to subscribe. As you guys may see by the title of this video, I am going to be doing two things in this video. The first thing I will do today is help you guys have a guideline of what to do when you are preparing or when you want to record your intro video. And then on the second part, I will touch base on some of the things that you need to be cautious of or be aware of when now jumping into the process of doing your visa application, as well as just preparing to come to Taiwan. Right, so without any further ado, let's jump straight to the video. Hello, my name is Thembelihle Samkelisiwe Bhengu. I am a qualified teacher currently based in South Africa. I have 7 years of teaching experience, and within my experience, I have taught the following subjects. I have experience in teaching English, life sciences, life orientation, dramatic arts, as well as mathematics. Now, with my experience, I've been given an opportunity to teach students that come from different backgrounds, which has helped me so much in grooming me as a young teacher and understanding children coming from different backgrounds. With the skills that I have, I know that I am a very punctual person. I am a good listener, and I'm also a good team player. Given the opportunity, I will help to activate and enable and make sure that the school's needs are met at all times. I would like to come to Taiwan because I find Taiwan to be very attractive. Taiwan seems to be a very beautiful country from what I've seen on pictures and videos. I am interested in learning more about the culture and traveling around the country. Apart from all of that, I've seen and heard that Taiwan is actually one of the most safest countries in the world. And I would love to experience that for myself as well. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye. So that was basically an example of how you can conduct your intro. So I did try to just spread around, just so that you guys can see that you can play around with words, and I realized as I was speaking that I actually did repeat some maybe phrases that might mean the same thing, mainly because it's just for you to see that you can say something in multiple ways. But also I think the main core is that they want to see who you are, maybe what you look like, not in terms of color, again, not in terms of race or color, but basically they just want to see, your personality, because surely your personality is going to pick up on the camera. So try to smile, look clean and decent. I tried not to, be too much. Just to show you guys an example of what to do or what to prepare for when you are recording your intro. Remember, background needs to be clean and clear, unless if you are a teacher already, or unless if you have access to charts and posters, like colorful charts and posters, then you can put that in your background. That is okay. And also if you noticed, I did not speak more about my hobbies, because my hobbies are not important. Again, you will speak about those things during your interview or during the time whereby you come to the school and get to know your students and your colleagues. Right, so again, I have my notepad because I do not want to leave any important points out. Right, so now let's get straight to the process of you landing yourself this job. Now you are excited, you just received the good news, and mind you, I did not touch more on that process because I know that the agency is going to guide you. Now, the agency is the one who has more responsibility in helping you know what to do next. So the first thing that they are likely going to tell you is that now they are going to apply for your work permits. Now, the work permits is a piece of paper that you need. You will receive it from here in Taiwan, and they will email it to you. You need that paper in order for you to apply for your visa. Right, so to apply for your work permits, they will need two important things, just to mention, the most major or important things. The first thing they will need a valid passport, and the second thing that they will need is your police clearance certificate, PCC. So you make sure that you have those things ready and valid. They will ask you to email them those things, and then they will take those things through for process of doing your application. Right, so before they send the process of doing an application for your work permit, you would have already signed your contract. First step, sign your contract, and then all agreements. Make sure you read everything and you understand what is said on paper, and then you are going to then send through your PCC as well as your passport to the agency via email. Remember, via email. So you want to make sure that you go to the internet cafe, make them aware that you want to scan your documents clearly. They need to be very clear and very clean and neat. Yeah. And then you are going to then wait for them to process your work permit. Now, because during this time, there's a program, or there is a specific letter that you basically need from the government that says that you are entering the country during a pandemic, but you are entering during a special entry season for foreigners specifically. So you are going to then wait for the agency to tell you that your work permit is ready, and then they will notify you, and then from there you are now going to wait for them to apply for your special entry letter. Now, when you apply for your visa, you need these letters. You need both your work permit and your special entry letter. A special entry letter, because we know it's hard to travel to countries at the moment, especially for employment. It's a letter that is going to help you enable or speed up the process of your application. It is definitely going to guarantee you a visa, provided that you follow the next guidelines. Right, so the next thing you want to do is prepare funds. Right, because you are going to book your flights from South Africa, so you want to have money from South Africa, right? If you are traveling to Taiwan, they reimburse your flights, but they only give you back money when you arrive in Taiwan. Right, so estimation of an amount of money that you can have in your account is plus minus 15,000 rands. This next step, or the next point I'm going to tell you, is very important. Please make sure you collect those funds, have them in your personal account. When you do that, before you book your flights, make sure that you print out your bank statement. When you print out your bank statement, make sure that it is stamped and signed by the bank. I know that banks like Capitec, they come, the bank statements come out with that stamp. The embassy is not going to approve that stamp. They need an original stamp. So what you want to do is you want to go inside the branch and ask for them to print out and physically stamp your bank statement. Now, when you finish doing that, you take that same 15,000 rands that you have in your account, use that money to book the flights. So now what did you do? You used the same amount to do two things: to show that you have this amount of money in your account, and to book your flights. This is a secret. That's why I'm trying to whisper. Right, so that is one of the things that we normally do to help us just speed up the process, instead of having 15,000 in our accounts and then another 15,000 to book a flight. Because let's be honest, it's hard to get money nowadays, especially because there's a high rate of unemployment in South Africa. Right, so you take these two things. You take your bank statement, you take your flight tickets, make sure that you have copies, and then you take all your documents, your passports, your documents that you got from the agency, which is your work permits as well as your special entry. And then these documents are the ones that you are going to take to the embassy for your application. Nowadays, you can apply online. You can strictly just go apply online. It's very quick and easy. You follow the guidelines. If you make a mistake, start again. You print out the form, you take those forms, you post them to Pretoria, or you can just go there yourself in Pretoria, and then you go to the liaison office of Taiwan or Taipei in South Africa, and then that is where you are going to be able to process your application. But before you take your forms, make sure that you have made an appointment. To make an appointment, you just simply send an email to the liaison office. They will reply within a day or two, and then they will tell you when you should come send through your application. And then normally it takes 5 days for a free visa application, but if you want it fast and quick, which I don't think that is necessary, then you have to pay 400 rands and you get it within 2 days. Right, so now that you have that procedure done, it means now you have your visa. I would advise that you find someone you trust, or you go yourself to Pretoria. Personally, my first experience, I went there myself, and then the second time I found a lady called Uzama. She stays in Pretoria. She works with people like us, foreign teachers, trying to get visas and stuff. So what you do, you send everything to her by postnet, and then she receives the documents, she takes them to the embassy, and then she does everything for you. So when you fill in the form, you have to say whether you are going to send someone or you are going to go there yourself, and then she will do everything for you, and then she will send back your passport with your visa. But I would suggest or advise that if it's possible, you go there yourself, because the next thing, I don't want people, coming to my DMs. Maybe now you're having miscommunications with Uzama, trying to be like, yo, bro, you referred us to this person. What is happening? And all that jazz. No, I would prefer or suggest or advise that people go there themselves. It is going to cut a lot of frustrations, and it's going to help you understand everything in detail. Right, and in case there were mistakes in your application form, you can be there at the office to do it thoroughly, because it would be your first time applying. Unlike me, I've done it so many times, so I know what to look for, or how to make sure that I check everything. Like, I literally check everything all the time. Like, I recheck, even if it means I have to proofread 10 times before I send something. I've been proofreading 10 times before leaving home. I do that because I do not want to compromise or make any further mistakes. Right, so the next thing you want to do is now prepare and get ready to come to Taiwan. So this is the fun part. This is the part where you're getting ready to catch flights, not feelings. Okay, that's what we do. We catch flights, no feelings. All right, so you want to pack. Right, so you want to start packing. So my advice, start packing maybe 2 weeks prior your departure date, so that you can pack thoroughly. I am like that. When I pack, I take my time. I do not want to leave anything behind by mistake. Also, I want to make sure that I keep checking, I keep revisiting my luggage to see if what I've already packed, is it really necessary, or I can substitute and change my luggage back and forth. But some of the most important things that I would advise for you to pack are things like toiletries. Please do bring your deodorant, your perfumes, soap, and things that you can apply on your body, especially because it's hard to find good products, especially for us black-skinned people. It's really hard to find such products here in Taiwan, especially for your hair as well. You guys know I've been complaining a lot about my hair. Not that I didn't know, but my products got finished. So also because there was so much going on during my process of traveling. My case was very different and very special, so I cannot say that I didn't know or I should have done this and that. No, I left a lot of things on purpose, because of many reasons that I cannot share on this specific video. Right, so what you want to do is also pack spices, pack your aromatics, pack your raja, pack all the spices that you are common with from South Africa. If you can, also pack your maize meal, impuphu. Do that and make sure that you keep checking your scale. Make sure that it's according to the flight's requirements. You should be good to go. Remember, you cannot, or there are things you cannot pack. Some things like you cannot pack tin stuff, you cannot pack obviously things that are going to break in your luggage. Also, do not pack things like plants. Those are not allowed, and meat, that's not allowed. Right, so when you come through this side, obviously before departure in South Africa, you are going to do your COVID test, Lancets, empath, you know the vibes, guys. Do not go for government, because sometimes government takes more. So you want to do your PCR through a private institution so that you can get your lab results as soon as possible, or between the window period of traveling. Right, and then you're also going to arrive in Taiwan. The first thing you are going to do is go through a COVID test here in Taiwan, a rapid test, so they can see. If you test negative, you go straight to your quarantine hotel. If you test positive, then I think you go to a specific place or hospital, I'm not sure. And then during your quarantine stay, at the moment I'm not really sure how many days, because I haven't been following up. Obviously I have so many other things to worry about, but you have to do all that work. Just simply go online. Your agency is also going to advise you and tell you what to do, or what is happening, or the new rules and regulations. And then what I know, I'm just telling you guys experience from what I know, or things that were just happening a few weeks ago. And then after quarantine, you will be advised to stay at home for an extended 7 days of self-isolation. During this period, you can leave your apartment just to see your city around, the area where you stay. You can use that period to just move around and get to know the area, and also just to see, get a hang of things and relax. But be prepared that now you are going to go to work, you're going to meet your new colleagues, your new students, and then during the 7 days you are going to be in communication with your schools. Schools are not the same. Some schools are going to start giving you work to prepare for, and in my case, my school was very chill. They were like, it's the end of the semester already, just come through, prepare, chill, get to know the students, get to know your school. So I didn't have to teach anything within the first 2 to 3 weeks of starting work. But yes, I did get paid for those weeks or days, because I was going to work. Right, and then the next thing you want to do is make sure that you understand your work schedule, and make sure that you understand everything that you have to do. Make sure that you really understand what is it that you have to do, and the expectations from the school, from it. Go ask as many questions as you can. You are going to be asking people like your head teacher, your director, or people who are going to be responsible in making sure that you settle at the school. You will find that person at school. They will introduce themselves to you. They will help you understand what is happening in the school, and what are their expectations, and the program, and everything that you need to do and required from you. And then last but not least, please prepare a self-introduction PPT or presentation. Tell the students about yourself. Tell your colleagues about yourself, where you come from, things you like to do, food you like to eat, music you like to listen to, everything. Prepare pictures, take videos while you're at home. Come here, show them. They are going to really appreciate all of that. And I have come to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope you found it very informative. And if you do have any more questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. And I have received numerous CVs. I am so happy that you guys have responded so well on my previous video regarding teaching in Taiwan, or the process of coming to teach in Taiwan. And yes, I have forwarded all your CVs. For those who sent me the CVs, I did forward the CVs to my colleague, who is going to be helping you get the jobs. She works for an agency, so I do trust her. She helped me as well. So the reason why I do not want to share much is because I do plan, however, on giving you guys the email so that you guys can send her the email directly. But however, you can still send the email to my address if you feel like maybe you want to speak to me as well. And I will leave the email addresses, both the email addresses, on the description box, and I will also leave them here on the screen. So please send the email addresses, send your CVs, ask as many questions as you can. Follow me guys on Instagram. Even though I might not be active on Instagram at the moment or within the next few weeks, but do follow me. I will respond as soon as I receive your text or as soon as I am online on Instagram and as well as YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your support. Also on Twitter, you can get hold of me on Twitter if you feel like maybe I haven't responded to your email within 2 days or 3 days, or Instagram, hit me up on Twitter. I use the same handle, which is Lee, LEEHLE_Bengu, both on Instagram and Twitter. I hope you guys are going to have yourselves a blessed day wherever you are in the world. I know some of you and most of you are from South Africa. I hope you guys land these jobs. I hope you guys come to Taiwan. And when you guys come to Taiwan and when you actually land here in Taiwan, please hit me up and let me know how you feel. Keep in touch. I would love to know the experience and just be there. You know, I'm going to be that friend that you guys need, especially because I know how daunting the experience is, and I also know how lonely it can get, especially when you come over to this side. So goodbye. That's the end of the video, guys. Take care. Bye.